It was when Drake co-signed it. It kind of like blew my mind, that this song actually has that kind of potential.
Peace, what's going down? It's DJ Payne1 for BeatStars.com with a special guest who has a very successful single out right now. His name is Young Forever Beats, and I thank you for sitting down with us today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Let's get right to it. You're buzzing right now off this viral single, Leave Me Alone, that you produced for rapper Flipp Dinero, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the record really went crazy after Odell Beckham shared it, and then DJ Khaled and Drake gave him the cosign. But this highly successful song started as a beat that you uploaded to your BeatStars and YouTube page. Tell me about that.
Exactly, yeah. I uploaded it to my YouTube as a Playboy Cardi type beat. It got good views on YouTube, and it started to gain a lot of traction. And then one day his management hit me up, like, this artist Flipp Dinero, we want to buy your beats, like, and I looked him up, I felt like, man, this guy has potential,
So Flipp's manager reached out, and then I believe he purchased 2 beats from you exclusively, right?
Exactly, yeah. So one hasn't been released yet. I don't know if it will be released, but I hope so.
So just to be clear, did they purchase the beats before releasing the song, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. So
sometimes they do it the other way around.
Yeah. No, they kept it, and they were on, like, they wanted to buy it, and they hit me up, and I was kind of like, what do you say? I wasn't so fast on selling it, So they hit me up a few times, and like, we really want to release the song, so because my lawyer took some time. He had vacation when I sent him the contracts and shit like that, So it took some time to get everything cleared and set and signed. But as soon as we signed it, it just took off, They released it, and it got shared, and yeah.
So you had a lawyer from the very beginning. Before you even had major placements, you had a lawyer on the line already for you.
Always, man. I've been doing YouTube for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and a lot of things have happened along the way, You have to have a lawyer, bro, in case stuff happens,
What incident led you to retain a lawyer?
Let me put it this way. An artist named Gradur from France, he used my beat. Someone leased it, they say, from my site, and then they gave it to Gradur, gave him exclusive rights and whatnot. They said, and they released it on an album in France that went platinum. So that's when I got a lawyer. It was like 2016, maybe.
That's funny, because I interviewed Artem, and the same thing happened to him with, I believe, a French rapper.
I love French rap, but they have like a certain thing when it comes to like stealing beats.
All right, let's move on. So how quickly, with the Flipp Dinero single, Leave Me Alone, how quickly did the viral success happen? And do you know how it happened? Did you see the inner workings of, these viral posts?
No, it happened quickly and organically for me, at least. Like the Drake cosign was, or the Odell cosign was the first one, but I'm Swedish. I'm not that into like basket or football or whatever, So it was when Drake co-signed it, kind of like blew my mind, that this song actually has that kind of potential. I like the thing, like he performed in front of the OTR, what's it called? The concert with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh yeah,
That's like a big thing to me, the Khaled co-sign.
It's kind of cool. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they're buzzing. They're kind of famous.
My music. Like I'm approved,
Yeah, definitely. Let me just say, that's a really catchy record, great beat. The mix on it is great. And speaking of which, this isn't a question I have written down, but did they use your mix, or did you send them the track outs and they got it remixed?
They used my mix, and I'm forever thankful for they using it, the tagged version. Actually, I think it because the process on my end, like I sent it to my lawyer, and they really wanted to release the record, and I kept procrastinating, So when they were ready to release it, it was like, oh, let's just release it. I think, even though I sent them the track outs, they didn't like, or they liked the version with the tags. I don't know, but I feel blessed that they use the tagged version, because it's getting me a lot of acknowledgement. People hear my tag, and also Cast Tag, who my co-producer. So
It's a really solid mix. Do you have a background in engineering? Are you self-taught?
I'm self-taught, man. I learned everything from YouTube tutorials, basically. Yeah.
What DAW do you work on?
FL Studio 11, specifically 11.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
some people aren't happy with 20 and some people love it.
Yeah, I haven't tried 20 yet though, but still, I'm like, I used FL Studio 12 sometimes for collabs and stuff, but I don't like to mix. I don't like to mix on it. So this one, this beat actually was made in FL Studio 12, but I tracked everything out and then I mixed it in FL 11.
Then there must be a difference. I don't use FL Studio, so I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll take your word for it. All right, so back to the business.
Yeah.
I know that when it comes to publishing, Sweden has different performance rights organizations than we have in the United States. Have you started to receive performance royalties for this song yet, or is it still a little too early?
It's too early. They're collecting for this December 2017 right now. I was on the phone with them yesterday, and like, your payment's gonna come later on. But it's called, my publishing organization is called STIM.
Okay, so there's only one in Sweden, because when I work with Swedish artists, everyone's on STEM.
Yeah, it's one. But I know a lot of big Swedish producers are probably on BMI and ASCAP instead, but I'm sticking with STEM. Yeah, it's the same thing, you know.
So I know you already kind of mentioned this, but have you noticed more sales, or have you gotten any additional placements since Leave Me Alone came out?
Not really. People have been reaching out, like A&Rs from record labels and stuff, but I haven't noticed like a big decline, increase in sales or anything. Maybe it will come, but I've noticed like people hit me up and give me like credit, props for the song and stuff. So we'll see what happens. Like I'm just glad, my name is out there, and I'm ready to, like, anything that comes from it is a blessing, you know.
You've been making a living off of selling beats online for a while, though, so it's not as though you need placements to keep you going, right?
Exactly. That's why I feel like people have been wanting to, like, buy what's it called? They've hit me up for publishing. They want to sign me to publishing, smaller publishing things and stuff, since they've seen the song. And like, I'm not in need of money, you know. I make a good living selling beats, and I can support my family from that. And I feel like a lot of maybe younger artists, producers who are not as fortunate as I have built a big brand online, they are maybe more so, you need the money, so they sign too quick, sign away publishing and stuff like that. Something you should never do.
Okay, so you're saying sign an admin deal, don't sign a co-publishing deal. Street Runner, who's a big multi-Grammy winning producer, said the same thing in an interview. What's your opinion on signing one of those deals?
My opinion is keep calm, keep doing your thing, man. Don't be too hasty to sign anything. Especially, I mean, people often sign, I think, because they see the money, it comes too fast for them, you know. I've been working my ass off selling beats online, and I'm comfortable doing so. Of course, I want to maybe cross over and do more industry stuff, but I'm not like, I don't need it right now, you know. I can keep calm, you know.
Out of curiosity, so you've received these publishing deal offers. What's one of the main reasons you've rejected them?
Because I want to do something bigger. I want the right deal on my table, you know. I'm looking for something that I want, you know. Something I can't really go into what I want right now, but when that thing comes along, I will know, and I will sign it probably.
Back to you making a living off of beats.
Yeah.
You live in Sweden, which is not a cheap place to live. You have a child. You live with the mother of that child. I don't know if you're married or not, but none of that is cheap.
Yeah.
And as far as 2015, you've been making a living and supporting your family off of beats.
I've worked hard for it, you know. I still work hard. I make it work. Right now, I'm not working as hard as I should be, because family. like when you have a family, it's all about balance, bro. You gotta find the right balance. And when I'm not working a lot, I feel like, oh, I need to work. And when I'm with my family a lot, I feel like, oh, I need to work. You know, it's a constant thing, you know.
Let's talk about how you made this work. I found one of your YouTube channels, and your videos seem to average around 10 or 12,000 views on that particular channel. And you have 89,000 subscribers on that channel.
Yeah.
Based on your experience, what's the connection between those numbers and your beat sales?
I'd say that channel, Young Forever Beats, I started that channel in early 2015. It took off. Before that, I wasn't even making a living of beats. I was going to the studio every day. I was like, what's it called when you gave yourself affirmations? Yeah, I was like, today is gonna be the day I make a beat sale. Today is gonna be the day I start making a living of beats. And after like 6 months, I started that channel, and a few months later, it kind of took off. You know, if a video gets a lot of plays, views, it usually sells good. But also it happened that you can have a video that gets like 500,000 views, and the sales are low. So you never know, you know. It doesn't have to translate to sales.
Back to YouTube, you have a second YouTube channel, right? You have more than one. Yeah. Tell me about the other channel and why you have more than one.
Let's put it this way: all channels die sooner or later, you know. I started my channel in 2015. The guys that were popping back then, most of their channels have like declined. Or Xavier Jordan, Beat Plug is still doing good. MJ Nichols, you know, people that were going up. It just YouTube's algorithm is you never know, you know. Channels don't survive forever. So since I had a pretty big channel, I had a partner manager working at YouTube, and we were talking about my numbers, and she was like, oh, it's on a decline, and you can do this and that to push it back up. And I took the matter into my own hands and started a second channel and just tried different things. And it worked. Like when my channel was going down, I started another one that was going up. So, I mean, people give up too easy. I mean, I still upload to that old channel, but it doesn't like, YouTube doesn't promote it. Let's put it that way, you know. And the subs aren't active anymore.
So what did you do differently with this new channel?
I started uploading more frequently. I pushed myself to make beats every day. Before, you know, when we started, you could upload one beat to YouTube a week, maybe two, and they'll take off. And you know, then I guess there was more competition coming to YouTube. You know, more competition, and you had to upload more frequently or something. I didn't catch up to it. So when I started a new channel, I was like, okay, let's step my grind up. Let's really make this work. And I started making beats like every day. I first started it like I was going to start a channel which was going to promote other, take submissions. What's it called? Like a re-upload channel or something. Sure. Like submit to me and I would upload them. I could start a commission store or whatnot. But after a while I was starting it up, I was like, this works. My workflow is so much better now. I can make more than 7 beats a week and make this work for me instead of like uploading to other people's beats, because you know there's gonna be issues with copyright and other stuff. So I feel like let's just do my thing, you know.
What are some of the most effective ways that you drive customers to your YouTube channel or your BeatStars store?
Right now, it's my YouTube channel that drives the most, or my name. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. I still got customers coming from 2016 like, oh, I used this beat. Is this still available? You know, making an impact now can still affect you later on. Like years later, people come back for them, and people want exclusives, or they buy unlimited leases, attractive leases and whatnot. So you can still like make a good living. And the thing I would like to like say to up and coming producers, cross promote, use all platforms. I didn't really do that, but you should do that, because YouTube is YouTube, and YouTube you cannot like decide if the thing's gonna work. Things might die, and same goes for Instagram and Twitter. So make sure your fan base is all over, you know.
I was gonna ask you for your advice for a producer just starting out. So last question before we close out, and it's a big one.
Yeah.
Have you ever had your beats stolen and published and even sold? And you already have. How did you resolve that situation? I know we spoke about the French artists, but have you had artists, recording artists who were not necessarily at that platinum level steal your beats and then publish them online? Maybe only get a couple hundred, a couple thousand views.
Yeah, it happens every day, man. Even now with like the free download options, people like download them and use them, and I get copyright claims like every day on my channels. You know, it's not much you can do unless you got like a MCN. They will give you certain. You can't get copyright claims, but it happens every day, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just sit back and hope they buy it. And I mean, if something big turns out, you will get your cut. They will not steal it from you. You know, labels will clear it. It won't be like an issue. It happens all the time, and there's still things that I need to like do later on, but you just gotta keep going. You know, keep your thoughts away from people stealing beats. It's just gonna drain you. You know, if you're gonna go after people stealing your beat, that's nothing, bro. Just keep selling beats.
So how do recording artists find you online if they're interested in browsing your beat catalog?
At BeatStars, youngforeverbeats.com. That's my pro page too. I believe I have now. So.
And then social media too. Anyone who wants to follow you?
Yeah, Instagram.com/youngforeverbeats. That's where I'm going to be most active right now. Or YouTube, which is the Beat Channel. You can search Beat Channel. That's where you find me.
Great, man. Much success to you. Much continued success to you. We'll definitely have to do a follow-up once this record goes platinum, which I'm sure it's on the path to doing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. And shout out BeatStars and shout out you, Pay One. Thanks for having me, man.